Hey Star Wars fans! Today we continue our journey with issue 11 of the Star Wars High Republic comics by Marvel. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and go support the series by purchasing a copy of these comics. Jedi's End, Chapter 1, Only Fear. Sent undercover by Marshal Avar Kriss, the true identities of Jedi Keeve Trennis and Tarek have been discovered by brutal Nihil leader Lourna Dee. Dee has unleashed a terrible horror that is attacking the young Jedi, Tarek's bond twin Sereth, feeling the effects far away on board the Jedi cruiser Ataraxia. As Kriss and Master Sskeer, still battling his own demons, watch in horror, Sereth's body begins to calcify. Zayas, the Outer Rim. Keeve lays on the ground. There is no fear, no fear. Her eyes swell with tears. There is no. She reaches a hand out, reaching for her fellow Jedi. All she can see is smoke, blurring the image in front of her. There is only fear. Figures begin to surround her. I need to get away from, I don't know what it is. She scrambles to her feet. The thing in the box that shouldn't exist. The thing in the box that got into my brain. The thing in the box that is turning Tarek inside out. She runs. What is it? Oh, Criff, please, someone tell me what it is. Someone make it stop. Keeve is hunched over in fear. Zeetar approaches from behind her. Huh, almost too easy, he says as he takes aim. So much for the mighty Jedi. Time to die, little J. Lourna Dee uses the discarded green lightsaber and slices the mechanical arm off of Zeetar's power suit. Zeetar, don't! Lourna looks at the glowing blade. Now this I could get used to. Zeetar frowns. Have you lost your mind, Dee? What in Tal's name are you doing? She holds her blade up to his face. What am I doing? You remember what all this is about, don't you, Zeet? What we're trying to achieve? We need the Jedi alive. Terror consumes Keeve, Tarek's skin turning to ash, to see if what happened on Gryzel was a fluke or the beginning of the end. Jedi cruiser Ataraxia, deep space. Sskeer looks down at Sereth. What is happening to them, Avar? I don't know, Sskeer, she responds. Their song, I can't hear it, just like I can't hear yours. Sereth slowly stands. Must get to them. Must get to Tarek. Norrin chimes in. I don't think that's a good idea, Sereth. You should be in the sick bay. Sereth force throws him to the side and rushes to the navigation computer. Avar follows behind him. Sick bay, we need medical droids on the flight deck now. Sskeer puts his hand on Sereth's shoulder. Jedi, tell me what you're feeling. Is this like Sedri Minor? Is it like the Drengir? Sereth looks up. No, that was darkness, evil. This is nothing. This is emptiness. This is void. Sskeer looks over to Avar. Marshal, Sereth is changing our course. Avar responds. Let them, Sskeer. They're taking us to Tarek and Keeve. We just have to trust in the Force that we're not too late. Sereth's eyes open wide. That is just it, Marshal Kriss. The Force is gone. The Ataraxia drops out of hyperspace. Where are we? Avar asks. Sskeer checks the navigation screen. Zayas, a planet in the Rokon cluster. Only one settlement, a former gas refinery, if Starlight's records are correct. Sereth collapses from his seat. Save us! Give us hope! A medical droid scans Sereth. No life signs detected. Stand clear, it calls. Avar runs over. No, I think they've placed themselves in a hibernation trance, slowing their bodily functions, but it's so hard to tell. She places a hand to Sereth's forehead. I can barely sense them. It's as if their essence, their very being, has been eradicated. They're not dead, but neither are they alive. They're just missing. They hear the sound of another ship's arrival. Well, someone is here, Norrin says, and they're not pleased to see us. 3 Nihil gunships begin their pursuit of the Ataraxia, firing their lasers. Avar and Sskeer run off. She calls back, Norrin, you and Galdros have the Ataraxia. Skier and I will deal with those fighters. Remember, aim to disable in conflict, not destroy. The Force will guide us, Norrin replies. Scopes are picking up a second wave, Galdros adds. As they run to their vectors, Avar questions Skier's ability to handle the small gunships, citing his conversation with Dr. Genole about his dwindling connection to the Force. It will not stop me from finding Keeve, Skier yells as he makes his way towards his vector. That isn't what I asked, Avar replies. I know, but a Jedi must live in the present, and right now, she is all that matters. The Ataraxia calls to Avar as her vector flies off. Marshal, the fighters are coming from the refinery, bearing 030 from your current position. Avar responds, Roger that, Norrin. That must be the Nihil base. Give us cover so we can go in. She hits the Nihil ship, disabling it. Skier calls over to her. Marshal, down there, on the landing pad. That's Keeve's storm ship, Skier says as he looks down at the landing pad. They're definitely here, Avar replies. Then why can't we sense them? I don't know, Skier answers her, but trust me, you'll soon get used to it. The Ataraxia alerts her over her comm. Marshal, multiple ships are scrambling. Skier's eyes narrow, eyeing his enemy. They won't get far. He presses his trigger. Skier's vector continues pursuit and hits the Nihil storm ship, bursting into flames. Avar scolds him. Jedi, didn't you hear me earlier? This is not our way. Skier opens the cockpit of his vector and leaps out. Not for you, maybe, but it's the only way I have left. Avar screams, Skier, as her vector flies past. The Trandoshan Jedi lands just as his vector crashes to the ground, taking out a group of Nihil in the explosion. The remaining pirates take aim. Griffin Lizard, light 'em up, one calls to the group. Skier tosses his lightsaber, twirling it like a boomerang, taking out 5 Nihil soldiers with one throw. Tell me where she is, he screams. Avar looks down at the carnage below her vector. Saber's light. I need to get down there, Norrin, she calls in to the Ataraxia. I thought Skier had turned a corner, but I should have known better. It's as Master Yoda always says, once you walk the dark path, it's forever in your heart. Skier continues to slash his way through the crowd. Everyone move, Lorna instructs them. Scared of a J, Lorna? You surprise me, Zetar questions her. Not scared, experienced, she retorts. I've faced that brute before. He's not like the rest. Skier punches in the mask of a Nihil. Zetar unleashes a pair of missiles in Skier's direction. Really? He says. Can he bleed? The Jedi is knocked back in the explosion and screams. I'll take that as a yes, Zetar grins. Lorna turns and walks away. Then he's all yours, she tells Zetar. Uttersand, tell me you have the leveler clear. The doctor responds over her comm. Already loaded, Tempest Runner. We're waiting for you to blast off. You take your little pet, Lorna, Zetar says as he turns his attention to Skier. I've got one more skull to crush today. Maybe I'll wear this one's teeth as a... What the? His hammer floats up out of his hand. That's not... Skier springs into action as Zetar is distracted by his levitating hammer. He ignites his blade and slashes the power suit in half at the waist. The top half of the suit falls to the ground with Zetar inside. He pleads, Don't hurt me, please. Skier holds his blade over the Tempest Runner. Now you beg for mercy? Tell me where she is. Tell me what have you done with her. Keeve looks around the corner. Master, she calls. Skier looks up. Keeve, are you hurt? I don't know. It was awful. I can't even remember. There was something attacking us, in shadow, and I couldn't move. I hid, Skier. I hid when they... She looks up, remembering her fellow Jedi. Tarek! Skier, we need to help Tarek. Avar arrives to the scene and looks down at an unconscious Tarek. I'm not sure we can. Keeve runs towards them. Marshal! Tarek lays motionless, skin as white as ash. Oh, stars, Tarek. Tarek, can you hear me? She says as she places a hand on his chest. Skier stands over them. Surak's blade, what is it? What could do such a thing? Avar looks up at Lorna's ship as it prepares to escape. The person who knows is on that ship, Lorna D. Lorna looks down from the ramp of her ship. Get us out of here. Full thrusters, she calls to her pilot. Avar reaches out her hand. No, she slipped through our fingers once before, but not today, as the Force is my witness. Avar uses the Force to pull the Nile ship. The engines struggle against the resistance. I'm not going to let her escape again. Join us next time to catch the next chapter in the Star Wars High Republic comics by Marvel. Please be sure to like this video and let us know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel to follow along as we review more issues of the High Republic comics. Thanks, and may the Force be with you.